outside, calling me outside.
So Calling Me Outside, a song definitely reflecting on nature for Tracey. And so I guess we thought, well, why not let's make the percussion elements out of nature. So I think that day was a nice sunny day and we went outside and found some things that had fallen off trees, some branches, different leaves, different sticks, and brought them all inside and spent a bit of time recording the different sounds we could make. And so basically all of the percussion on the song, or at least 90% of it, is shakers. All of those things are leaves rustling. I think we collected nuts off a tree, put them in a container and made a shaker sound out of that. Sticks breaking, basically built loops and sounds out of all of these percussive elements. Natural kind of elements. Other than that, the guitars, we used a little parlour guitar, Larrivee, that they made, like a 1920s Gibson style body, and also Tracey's normal acoustic. Lots of vocal layering, and I think other than that, it was kept quite simple. There's a little synth part in the verse that just fills the space, but we really wanted that kind of intimate, natural sound. The kick drum on this was again made from a guitar, hitting the back of the guitar to get a nice kind of woody, human sounding kick drum.
Calling Me Outside, I still remember the moment, the location, exactly where I was sitting when I wrote that song. So I was actually staying with one of my friends up in the city, and I was in her apartment, and even though for me, there's so much concrete around and I find it very overwhelming and oppressive to be in that environment, straight out of one of her windows was this beautiful tree and lawn, and so obviously the animals kind of come in there for a bit of a retreat, I guess. And I think, the song lyrically, it paints a picture of exactly where I was at. I was just pining to get home, and at the same time I was just swept up in that despair of like, what the hell are we doing to this beautiful planet? And just wishing that there was a way that I could make a difference myself. And I guess that was where, the inspiration sort of come from, without me consciously thinking of it. It's like, well, I guess songwriting is the way that I can make a difference. And yes, there was a willy wagtail down on a little lawn below, just chittering away, and just that little jitty. And I do feel like that kind of hooky melody, that na 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 na, it seems very bird-like to me, or at least that's how I heard it. So there was a lot of inspiration from nature writing that piece, which of course is why James and I got super creative and brought that into the studio. And as James explains, we used nature to make the percussion for that song. So I find that really special on so many levels. One, that's just really cool concept and sounds amazing, but also I find it important to try to give people that connection back to nature, back to where we belong, back to that sense of we are part of this planet, and we are one of many, and we need room for everyone and everything. And I think there's obviously a great importance in us recognizing that we need to allow nature to work its way back in, instead of continuing to push it out and concrete everything and industrialize everything. And getting carried away, the song says all that it needs to. Definitely one of my favorites. And following on from that, it was a very deliberate choice to have that short little bird track of A Taste of Morning straight after Calling Me Outside, because I was hoping that the listeners would already be on that kind of journey of connection, and that would help kind of bring the connection, but also just a moment of peace. Like, there is just so much going on that we quite often find it difficult to just be still and listen, and this way I could bring, you know, give a chance for the beautiful bird life that I get to hear each morning when I'm home. Just give it a chance for people to stop and listen and yeah, remember.